Alex had always been full of dreams and big ambitions, but somehow, life never seemed to cooperate. Every day felt like a struggle to get even the simplest tasks done. He would wake up with a plan in mind, to study, work on his skills, or finish assignments, but within minutes, distractions took over. His phone buzzed endlessly with notifications from social media, messages from friends, and tempting videos that promise a few minutes of fun. What started as 5 minutes of checking Instagram often stretched into hours. Games, random browsing, and unplanned chats made him feel busy but left him exhausted and unaccomplished. He knew he wanted to succeed, yet he couldn't figure out why he always fell behind. The frustration in Alex's heart grew stronger as he noticed that his classmates and peers seemed to move ahead, achieving milestones while he remained stuck in the same cycle of unfinished work and wasted time. His mind was restless. Every night, he would go to bed feeling guilty, thinking, "Why am I like this? Why can't I focus like everyone else?" The more he failed to meet deadlines, the heavier the burden of disappointment felt on his shoulders. His energy seemed to vanish, replaced by a constant sense of regret. Alex's struggle was not just about failing grades or missed opportunities, it was about the internal conflict he faced every day, the desire to succeed versus the inability to concentrate and stay consistent. It was during one particularly difficult week, after failing an important exam he had studied for, that Alex felt utterly defeated. He sat alone, staring at his notes and textbooks, overwhelmed by confusion and self-doubt. "I work so hard, yet nothing ever works out. Maybe I'm just not capable," he whispered to himself. The sadness in that moment was profound, but something inside him refused to let go entirely. Deep down, he still hoped for a change, even if he didn't know how it could happen. That was when Mr. Patel, a wise and patient teacher, noticed Alex's struggle. Mr. Patel wasn't just an ordinary teacher, he had a way of seeing through distractions and recognizing hidden potential in his students. One afternoon, he invited Alex for a short conversation. "Alex," he said gently, "do you know what makes some people achieve more while others fall behind? It's not luck, and it's not talent. It's focus. The ability to direct your energy and attention to what truly matters." At first, Alex was skeptical. Focus sounded like an abstract idea, almost impossible to control in a world full of temptations. Mr. Patel continued, explaining that focus was like a muscle, something that could be trained and strengthened over time. He gave simple examples, showing how small, consistent steps could make a big difference in results. The idea slowly started to click in Alex's mind. For the first time, he realized that the chaos in his life wasn't because he was lazy or incapable, it was because he hadn't learned to harness his attention and energy effectively. The seeds of hope were planted. From that moment, Alex began to reflect on his habits, noticing the endless hours lost to distractions and imagining what he could achieve if he used his time wisely. The conflict in his life was clear. He wanted to change, but old habits and the pull of distraction were strong. This tension created an emotional connection for the audience, who could see themselves in Alex's struggle. They felt his frustration, his guilt, and the flicker of hope that maybe, just maybe, things could be different. After that conversation with Mr. Patel, Alex decided to make a real change in his life. He knew that transformation wouldn't happen overnight, but for the first time, he felt a spark of determination he hadn't experienced before. He started small, creating a quiet space where distractions were minimized. His phone was kept in another room while he studied, and notifications were turned off. Even though it felt uncomfortable at first, Alex slowly realized how much time and mental energy had been wasted before. With each distraction removed, his mind began to feel lighter, clearer, and more focused. He began to break down his tasks into manageable steps. Instead of trying to study for hours in one sitting and getting overwhelmed, Alex set short, timed sessions with breaks in between. Each completed session gave him a sense of accomplishment, building his confidence little by little. The mentor's advice echoed in his mind: focus is not about perfection, but about consistent effort and attention. With this mindset, Alex began to approach each day with a new level of discipline. Inevitably, old habits tried to creep back. The allure of social media, the temptation to procrastinate, and the voice of self-doubt whispered, "Maybe today you can skip. You start tomorrow." In these moments, Alex remembered the teacher's words and pushed through. He learned that transformation was not a straight path but a journey with small setbacks and recoveries. Each time he resisted distraction, he felt stronger and more in control. The audience can feel this struggle, relating to their own moments of weakness, which creates a powerful emotional connection. Gradually, Alex began to notice real changes. Tasks that once seemed impossible were now completed on time. He finished assignments, studied effectively for exams, and even found time to explore his hobbies. The sense of chaos in his life began to disappear, replaced with a feeling of clarity and purpose. Friends and family noticed the difference too. Alex felt proud of his progress, but more importantly, he felt empowered. He had learned that focus was a skill that could be developed with patience, effort, and persistence. The climax of his transformation came when Alex faced a significant challenge, an important exam or a major project he had to complete under pressure. Unlike before, he approached it calmly, with concentration and confidence. He applied all the techniques he had learned, managing his time, minimizing distractions, and giving full attention to the task at hand. When the results came, Alex had succeeded beyond his expectations. But even more than the achievement itself, he had gained something far more valuable: self-belief, discipline, and the understanding that he could control his mind and actions. Reflecting on his journey, Alex realized the life lesson that Mr. Patel had tried to teach him all along. Focus is a superpower that anyone can cultivate, and it transforms not only productivity but also inner peace and confidence. By managing distractions, taking consistent steps, and believing in their potential, anyone can overcome obstacles and achieve their goals. The story ends on a hopeful and motivational note, inspiring viewers to take charge of their own focus and start making changes in their lives today. The audience is left with a sense of empowerment, understanding that personal transformation is possible for everyone. They feel the motivation to take immediate action, knowing that small consistent steps can lead to profound changes. Alex's journey from distraction to mastery becomes a mirror for the viewer's own potential, leaving them both inspired and ready to implement what they've learned.